The Toyota Grand Highlander is the latest new vehicle to address the insatiable market demand for all things SUV. The Grand Highlander is positioned between the current Toyota Highlander and the larger, recently redesigned Toyota Sequoia. This three-row vehicle promises a bit more passenger space than the current Highlander. It shares powertrains with its namesake while borrowing a performance-oriented turbocharged hybrid from the Lexus RX and Toyota Crown. The exterior seems to draw inspiration from the RAV4, integrating design cues from various current Toyotas. It will look very much at home in a parking lot filled with three-row SUVs, whether at a Little League game or at a warehouse store. It isn't flashy, but this is a design that will be considered tasteful for many years. The base XLE trim will be denoted by a black grille, roof rails, and 18-inch wheels. The Limited adds LED daytime running lights and fog lamps, power folding side mirrors. Visually, it's pretty easy to tell the Grand Highlander from its non-Grand sibling. It's a bigger vehicle, standing 4 inches longer, 2 inches taller, and 2.3 inches wider. From the front, the Highlander's algae sucker fascia is replaced by a more conventional dual grille arrangement. From the side, the Grand Highlander does away with the Highlander's exaggerated door fender character lines, instead featuring a belt line that runs nearly parallel to the ground, and it has a thicker D-pillar. Blocky and solid, the Grand Highlander looks unashamedly like the family hauler it is. It's a handsome vehicle in the way that a Clydesdale is a handsome horse. The overall look of the Grand Highlander is robust, with muscular proportions and a bold front stance. The emphasis on size and space doesn't culminate in a sloping roofline with the Grand Highlander, as this would encroach on practicality. The squared-off look, especially in profile, may be generic, but the aim of the Grand Highlander isn't to be a stylish accessory. The Grand Highlander doesn't need to shout about comfort, space, and practicality, so the design is simple, yet pleasing to the eye. We don't know what exterior colors the Toyota Grand Highlander will have access to, but the images we've seen show a unique blue somewhere between moon dust and blueprint that we know from the regular Highlander. Toyota's premium wind chill pearl hue is likely to carry over. The Grand Highlander's Hybrid Max powertrain is the most powerful of the lineup and provides more grunt than the system in the Crown Platinum. The Grand Highlander produces 362 horsepower and 408 pound-foot of torque by way of a 2.4-liter turbocharged engine supplemented by an electric motor, linked to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and driving the front hubs. A second motor drives the rear wheels for standard all-wheel drive. Toyota pegs this powertrain's towing capacity at 5,000 pounds and estimates 2024 Grand Highlanders equipped with the Hybrid Max setup can get to 60 miles per hour from a stop in 6.3 seconds. Toyota says it will also offer a 2.5-liter hybrid powertrain with a choice of FWD or AWD, and a target max fuel economy of 34 miles per gallon in combined city and highway driving. We expect it to take after the Crown's lesser hybrid setup, a 2.5-liter inline-4 electric motors, and a CVT automatic. The interior, though differing in detail from the Highlander, features the same general layout. As with the Highlander, there is plenty of storage space, including a deep center console. Front seats are supportive and comforable. We sampled both the leather seating in the Platinum model and the Ultrasuede and leather exclusive to the Hybrid Max. Either setup would do Alexis proud. Across the range, the 2024 Grand Highlander comes with a soft padded instrument panel and available wood effect ornamentation. Interior colors for the Toyota Grand Highlander are restricted to light gray or black in lower trims, while the Platinum Hybrid Max gets Portobello-themed Ultrasuede and leather with bronze accents around the cabin. Up front, the Grand Highlander's dashboard is home to a standard 12.3-inch infotainment display, the same system we've seen previously in the new Tundra and the normal Highlander. It features Toyota's suite of 4G LTE connected services for cloud navigation and destination search, Wi-Fi hotspot, over-the-air updates, and more, as well as standard wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. The 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander will be offered in XLE, Limited, and Platinum grades with standard Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 driver aid suite and new proactive driving assist, which applies braking or steering support to help drivers navigate curves while enhancing the also standard adaptive cruise control. Pricing, more detailed specs, and on-sale date will be announced later this year. The Grand Highlander is offered with second-row bench seating for a maximum occupancy of 8, or captain's chairs are available for a 7-passenger configuration. With a larger footprint, the Grand Highlander has improved second-row legroom, up 140 mm, while it has 25 mm more headroom and around 50 mm of additional shoulder space. As standard, 8-passenger seating is offered, with available second-row captain's chairs on the flagship Platinum grade. Platinum trims feature ventilated second-row seats, panoramic moonroof, head-up display, and a digital rear-view mirror. Toyota is making a big deal about the third row, saying it's sized for 2 full-size adults. Indeed, we found an almost 6-footer can fit back there with adequate headroom and enjoy a reasonable amount of legroom as well, provided the second-row passengers are willing to give up a bit of their own. Third-row passengers haven't been forgotten and get individual USB ports, smartphone and tablet storage spaces, and 2 cup holders. In total, the Grand Highlander has 13 cup holders and 7 USB-C charge ports. The roominess of the cabin extends to cargo space too, with the Grand Highlander offering up to 98 cubic feet with the rear seats folded down. Exact figures aren't available yet, but Toyota claims that 7 carry-on suitcases will fit behind the third-row seats, ticking the box for practicality. That's a lot more than the 84.3 cubes the regular Highlander provides with the seats folded down, and on par with the Chevy Traverse that has, historically, been at the top of the segment in terms of cargo volume. The Grand Highlander also comes with 13 cup holders across all 3 rows. The Grand Highlander looks much more aggressive. The look could just as easily look great on a 4Runner replacement, though the taillights and rearmost pillar do share a strong family resemblance to the smaller RAV4.